Hiiiii. Guys, so today is Halloween. I'm filming this on Halloween, so let's hope it's up today. And since I'm not going out for Halloween or doing anything exciting, I'm kidding, I don't want to go out, but if you're like me and you're staying in, I thought it would be such a fun idea to read some like really spooky paranormal stories that some people have had. I thought that would just be really fun. And plus I love reading like people's story times or people's paranormal experiences, and I think it's so fun and it's so spooky. It's time to get spooked. Okay, so I was thinking, I came across this Reddit called Ghost Stories, and I will post all the stories or the link to the Reddit down below in the description bar. Just so you know, these are not my stories. I'm just on this Reddit. It's called Ghost Stories, and it's basically a Reddit full of people that are posting stuff about their real paranormal experiences. And I thought it'd be so fun to read them. And I'm just kind of like, I'm cozy in my bed. I'm just like cuddling a pillow. I have a candle here. So cute. Little pillow. Little cute. So I thought, oh my god. I thought this would be really fun. Okay. Also, I ran to Costa to get a chai latte, and just a little review on the side for you. Costa don't do a very good chai latte. I like my chai very chai-y, if that makes any sense at all. This one's like full with sugar, which I'm sure a lot of them are, but like you can really just taste the sugar, and there's way too much cinnamon, and it's in saying that, I will still drink it. Now I'm on the Reddit Ghost Stories, and we're just gonna read some spooky stories and scare ourselves poopless. This person says, I work overnight, so sleep until 9:45 p.m. It's currently 7:22 p.m. here. I woke up to my daughter's bouncer playing music. It has an on and off switch. You have to move it to the left or right to turn it on. It hasn't been used in days. It's sitting in front of the corner shop that has my dad's urn on it. It took me a while to wake up fully and realize where the music was coming from. This is the second time in about a week or so this has happened. Interesting. So it probably is your dad. Just saying. But see, like, I love paranormal stuff, but I'm so, like, in my mind I'm very like, love reading about it, love hearing about it, but like, God or whatever forbid that I ever have an experience myself. No, thank you. Okay, this one's called My Aunt's Guardian Angel. My aunt once told me this story that still gives me intense chills every time I retell it. Oh shit. About 20 years ago, my aunt was attending university to achieve her undergrad. She had met lots of friends during that time, but one of her best friends claimed to have somewhat of a sixth sense. Not like she could see spirits, but get weird feelings that when they were present, I guess. Her best friend, I'll call her Michelle, always told my aunt that she could see a face above her shoulder. Oh my god. Claiming it wasn't scary or anything, but a face with a warm and gentle smile, which is interpreted it as some sort of guardian angel. My aunt thought it was kind of weird, but she brushed it off, and that was it. Sometime later in the semester, my aunt Michelle and 3 others were all carpooling home for the holidays and stuffed into a minivan for a 4-hour car ride to visit family. My aunt was driving at the time that the sun was setting, and the sky was absolutely beautiful that evening. She was staring off into the sky and admiring the sunset, while most of the others, including Michelle, were passed out in their seats. The sunset was so mesmerizing that it was purely distracting my aunt from driving. Seconds later, Michelle wakes up out of complete dead sleep, almost like a dramatic resurrection, and screams, "Julie!" And my aunt stomps on the brakes just before running straight through an intersection with an oncoming semi-truck that would have likely killed every person in the car. Literally 1 foot away from a horrific accident, Michelle has absolutely no idea why she woke up, let alone why she screamed my aunt's name. This is really scary, and this is definitely like, just, you ever get like stuff, you get this feeling that you have to do something, and you're like, if I hadn't done that, something weird could have happened, or like an accident. And like, this person Michelle, she definitely sounds like she has some goddamn sixth sense. And it's really cool and really spooky as well. It's like, I don't know. But to be fair, to be a skeptic here, I don't know if you call this, well, the whole like seeing her face is kind of paranormal, but like I don't know if can you call a sixth sense paranormal, or is it like your body can feel that something was about to happen? Like, I wonder what that is. Can that be scientifically explained? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if there's like an explanation as to why, like for example, this girl Michelle woke up. Apart from it being paranormal, like, could she feel that something was gonna happen, and like, can that be scientifically explained? I'd really love to know. Just saying. This one is called Mysterious Woods. So one day I went for a little walk with my dog. When I decided to walk through the graveyard, it looked so pretty and peaceful, so I thought, why not? Let me pause it there. You thought the graveyard looked pretty and peaceful? Like, I understand the peaceful part maybe, but like, no matter where I am, it could be in, I don't know, in Hawaii, and like people are like tiki dancing. Is that offensive? People are like dancing around me, and I have a cocktail, and I still would not go near a graveyard. Even in the middle of the day, I see a graveyard, and I'm like, no. I'm like, nope, can't look at it. Nope, not gonna look. Anyway, I'm walking, minding my own business, when my dog starts growling and barking at nothing. There was no one about, no wind, no noise, or no nothing. She was growling at the dark, creepy woods next to the graveyard. Ugh, that's so weird. The wood is massive and so dark. So much shit goes off in there. Drug dealings, hookups, all sorts of crazy stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a murder or body was found out there. Okay. Every time I walk past that wood or go near it, I get the cold, eerie feeling as if something is watching me. My mom feels the same. I sometimes see a dark figure in the corner of my eye when walking past my mom. She has also seen that. After going by the woods or in it, I will have a nightmare about the dark figure in the woods. Once I was a bit away from the woods and heard a strange hovering. Oh my god, weird. Strange hovering, vibrating sound, and strange woman's voice I couldn't quite make out what she was saying, but it sounded like a robot, kind of like Siri. Have no clue what is even in those woods. Is it paranormal? Is it killers, druggies, aliens? Kids messing about? I don't know. What's your thoughts? Well, Sandra, my thoughts. Yeah, this is very weird. Just anything with like woods and stuff is like creeps me out. It's just so. What is it about woods? Do you think it's been like sensationalized in like movies and stuff, like in horror movies where they're like, "Ooh, the spooky woods"? Like, I don't know, but just woods give me the creeps as well. And honestly, it's so weird. Like, it could have been any of those things, but it sounds creepy for sure. This one's a bit longer. This one is called Living with a Poltergeist as a Kid. Oh my god. When I turned 5 months, my mom and my dad moved into a house together. Although my dad got stabbed to death when I was 3 years old. But that's a long unrelated story. I'm so sorry. My mom invited 2 adults and a kid over. The kid was 3 years old. When the kid entered my room, he said, and I shit you not, why is that woman hanging there? Spooky! My mom investigated in the history of the house, and with deep research she found out what happened. Apparently, a man left the woman and took the kids. The lawyer ordered him to take the custody of the kids because the woman was a drug addict and a prostitute. After that, she hanged herself in my room. Oh my god. Quickly, my mom put my bed in another room and moved everything there. She started from then already looking for another house to rent. The poltergeist apparently had good moods and bad moods. In good moods, she'd play with me, as in my mom caught me as a 3-year-old rolling a ball to one side of the room and it rolling back to me. Oh my god. Bad moods which would cause me to wake up in the middle of the night crying because I swear I saw the Grim Reaper. Oh my god. My mom got a friend to install a rope of blue lights around my room because I told my mom I hated the dark. The poltergeist also pulled small pranks on my mom, like hiding the remote where she put it on the table, it suddenly was gone. Then my mom would say, haha, nice joke, walk out of the living room to the kitchen, and there was the remote again. Oh my god. My mom would leave the haunted room alone. Yeah, she left the haunted room alone. Oh my god, I'm the worst reader. My mom told me that the room was the rubbish room, where we store all types of stuff. The poltergeist also decided to lock me once in my room when I was really angry and sad. Or well, I could leave it just that my mom couldn't get in. She had to destroy the door. She went with a hammer, though, because she was thinking that I was locked in. I didn't have a door to my room anymore, so I couldn't be locked in. When I was 8, we moved away. We finally found another house to live in. No one else has stayed there as long as we did. We lived there 8 years. The second record holder lived there 2 years. That is crazy. That is so scary. And it's so weird because it's like, when you hear kids like talking about stuff like, oh my god, like I saw blah blah blah, or I was talking to my friend, oh my god, I saw someone in my room. And like, it's so, the parents are always like, they're just making that up, it's their imagination. But you think after all these years of people being like, I experienced stuff, that when a kid tells you, which is, it's so good that this mom was like, she like realized, and straight away she was like, I'm selling the house, because like she took no shit from this ghost. And it's so good because, yeah, people like, grown-ups never believe kids, which I understand, but at the same time it's so scary. Like, I don't know, thank god nothing like that ever happened to me. This next story is a bit longer as well, and it is called An Unknown Ghost on the Queen Mary. Honestly, I love everything about the Queen Mary. I don't know if any of you watched the Shane Dawson video of when him and Morgan and Rylan and all went to the Queen Mary. And honestly, like, through the video, I could, like, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they full on were like, I can feel stuff, and like, I could feel it through the screen. I was like, oh my god. An Unknown Ghost on the Queen Mary. Here we go. My name is John, and the story I'm about to tell is the truth as I clearly remember it. Seeing a ghost for the first time is something I think anyone would remember vividly, and I'm no different. The sighting was in 1997, and I was 16 years old and grew up and lived in Orange County, California. My good friend Jason and I would frequently get small groups of friends together and make the short drive from Westminster to Long Beach and explore the Queen Mary. When I say explore, I don't just mean walking around the hallways and decks. I mean everywhere, in every unauthorized area we could get into. We would walk the wood planks with rope handrails just above the waterline in the very bottom of the ship to the famous haunted pool. Oh my god, what? I'd love to see that. Keep in mind that this was before 9/11, and in the 80s you could do fun shit like this without fear of going to jail. Fair. You may get chased by some employee, but they weren't catching a 6-year-old kid fast on his feet. So one night, Jason's girlfriend Holly, and I decided to roam around the Queen Mary and did just that. Explored, went to our typical spots, nothing special. The entire ship seemed empty, nobody walking around, probably because it was a weeknight. We ended up on one of the party decks. There was a large speaker set up for the music, and an area for a dance floor and a stage for a DJ. On this deck was a square grate that was about 4 feet by 4 feet and came up from the deck at about knee height. But you could look down through the grate and see all the way down to the bottom of the ship. Oh, that freaks me out. I don't know if you guys heard of this, but there's like a fear or like a phobia where like you can't look at like big, huge man-made objects underwater. Yeah, I think it is underwater. For example, if you've ever seen like a big ship, or like if you look at pictures of like, what you call that thing, the engine, the rolly thing at the bottom of boats. Oh my god, that's stupid. But if you see a picture of them like under the water, and if you feel uncomfortable, then you probably have that phobia as well. It's ridiculous. There was a ladder running from the opening below the deck all the way down, with every level having a watertight hatch leading out of the shaft. This was somewhere we hadn't been before, and until that moment didn't even know it had existed. We wanted to check it out, but the grate was screwed down. I thought that we were done, but before I could say, let's get out of here, Jason began unscrewing each screw with a coin. Oh my god. His girlfriend and I kept watch while he works on the screws. He had the covers off in no time. We took another quick look around, and it was still completely void of people. I went down first, and Jason right behind me as we scaled down the ladder. Or should I say, above me? Anyway, please keep in mind that I had explored just about everywhere on that ship and had never been afraid of anything. I was one of those kids that had no fear. At least I hadn't up to that point. As we passed the second level and nearing the third, I began to become fearful. Not like scared of ghosts or scared of falling several feet to my death, but a different kind of fear. Fear that I've never experienced before or since. I had a fear that if I didn't get out, I was going to die. This fear came over me before I saw anything. The fear was building and peaked when I reached the third level. That's when I saw him, and he saw me. Oh no, saw what? We made complete eye contact. On the deck of the offshoot there was a watertight door and a large pile running from the bottom of the deck above the third level down to the third level deck. Behind that pole was clearly a young boy in period clothing type suit, no tie or bow, but he had a hat that matched his jacket. He was of the same period. This boy was kneeling and shivering as he held onto the pole, half of him obscured by the pole. I honestly almost knocked my friend Jason off the ladder trying to get out. Had mentioned the fear that came over me. The fear wasn't seeing a ghost, but feeling that if I didn't get out I was going to die. I honestly think that the fear wasn't mine, but was of whatever spirit I encountered that night. I don't know who or what that truly was, but what I can tell you is that was the last time I went back to the Queen Mary. I would love to know if this ghost has been cited or mentioned in other ghost stories. I don't believe these tours existed in the 80s. Oh my god. That moment when he was like, I reached the third level, then I saw him and he saw me. Oh my god, so creepy. Now I'm getting spooked for Halloween, bitch. Okay. Oh my god, this was such a good story. I absolutely love it. This is amazing. Oh my god, I love this story. Oh, it's so freaky. Like, you know, someone told the story well, or that it was actually fearful when you can like feel that moment. Ah! Oh my god. Now, this one is called Just My Ghost Experience. When I was 16 years old, me and my brother went to sleep over at some girl's house. This house was in the middle of nowhere and only one other house nearby. We both went to sleep in the same room, same bed, and that's where shit started to go crazy. As I laid there in my bed, I started to see something hovering over me. Ugh. At first I thought something was wrong with my eyes, but after rubbing them I realized that the object was actually there. I decided to stare at it, and it looked like there was a person slowly moving in front of my face, just staring at me. Oh my god. Ew. That is so scary. It looked like when someone walks into your room at night and you can only see a shadowy figure. I was obviously scared, but continued to stare at the figure. I don't know how he had the balls to just like look you in the eye. If I saw something like that, I would hide my face. I would make sure to 100% to not look at whatever that thing was. Yeah, I was obviously scared, but continued to stare at the figure. His head looked like it may have been ran over or something, since it looked narrow. My brother was sleeping, so I was just in shock, I guess. As I looked around the room, I noticed that there were a few of these shadowy figures. There was one standing near me, the one hovering over me, and someone sitting in the chair in front of me. I started to really shit bricks and woke my brother up so he can come with me to the bathroom. As I stood up and walked towards the light switch, the shadowy figure stood up and walked towards me. I ran quickly and turned the light on. I could no longer see these shadowy figures with the light on, so we went to the bathroom. When we came back to bed, the shadowy figures were still there. They lasted the whole night, and I got used to them by the time the sun came up. Years later, my brother told me he's seen everything I've seen, but was more scared than me to talk about it. Anyone know what these figures are? Oh my god. This is so scary. Oh my god, and they didn't go away. You know, you usually hear stories like this. They're like, I saw someone like creeping into my room. It was a dark figure. Ew. But like, you get scared or like go under the covers and then you peek out and they're gone. But they were literally there the whole night. And the fact that two of you saw it, oh my god, it's so scary. Oh, that's such a good story, but I'm so sorry you had to experience that. And even reading this now, I'm like, I hope this doesn't happen to me. I'm really playing with it though. I'm like, I don't want paranormal experiences to happen to me, but then I'm like reading ghost stories. Oh my god, so scary. Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting like freaked out now. That's all the stories I'm gonna read. I know it's pretty short, but no one wants to see like a 30-minute video. I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun reading them, and I like this really cozy setup that I have going on right now. And I think it's really fun, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video on your Halloween night, or any night if you're watching it, or whatever. Let me know if you guys like these kinds of videos, or if you'd want me to do like reading paranormal stories on like different occasions, or just like it's kind of just fun to do for Halloween. But yeah guys, thank you for watching if you stuck around this long, and I will see you in my next